Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about cyber attacks that is happening in the United States that's from Iran, that is, their targets are things from Israel. They are trying to, mess up anything that has to do with Israel and the rest of the world. And that's how we've talked before. How does the war affect us? How's it going to get here? And it looks like one of the very first things is going to be cyber attacks on anything Israeli.
Yeah, that's so true. You guys, welcome back to the channel. Hi, Chris. It's good to see you. I'm glad I got you off the tractor. But so that's how we were talking the other day. We're like, how is it going to affect us? How will it eventually reach us? And you guys, we talked the other day about how it was affecting the hospitals. So this is actually from the U.S. cybersecurity officials. They're saying an Iran-linked hacking group is actually actively targeting and compromising U.S. facilities with Israeli-made computer systems. These systems are called Unitronics Vision. So if you guys know anybody in any kind of company and you're using these systems, you might want to pay attention. Specifically, apparently it's predominantly used in water. And we want to talk about that because 10 facilities apparently have been hit. Waste management systems, companies in energy, food, beverage manufacturing, and healthcare. And quote, you guys, this is from National Security. Cyber attacks on hospitals should be considered a regional disaster, researchers are finding. We did a video about that the other day over Thanksgiving. I think 200 quick cares got attacked, 30 hospitals just over Thanksgiving, and now we're seeing our water supplies being attacked.
It's strange you mentioned Unitronics because I did a quick search on what equipment is commonly used, in water waste systems, water, all that. And it looks like logic controllers, programmable logic controllers, they're called PLCs. And specifically, the Unitronics Vision Series programmable logic controllers were mentioned. We're talking pumps, valves, motors, sensors, all the above. I'm not going to name all of them, but you can only imagine how that could really shut you down. This just might wake some people up when they don't have water for a few days, or you're unsure about your water that you're drinking from the faucet. You might turn into one of these crazy preppers that actually have a few preps to get you through something like this. Because we're not average. Everybody says, you're not normal, you're a prepper. No, I am not average. That is the definition of normal.
You are not average. Before we go any further, though, apparently when these hacks are happening, that was a joke, but all serious aside, really seriously, when these hacks are happening, it's popping up on the screen. And I think it's going to be on the thumbnail or somewhere in the article we're going to post. It shows. They actually took a photo of it.
Yeah, it's on the thumbnail.
It says, quote, "You have been hacked. Down with Israel. Every equipment made in Israel is a cyber vengeance legal target." And interestingly enough, after this happened, these cyber attacks, 2 days later, I think it was 2 days later, a day and a half, something like that, we came out and we now are banning visas from certain people from Israel traveling to here. So you can't tell us that this war is not reaching us through cyber attacks, through political agendas, but keep talking about the water, because when you have a water issue, just like the hospital, you have a healthcare attack, you can't get to the hospital. That's huge.
So what's the fix, right? I would have 3 sources. We have more than 3 sources, actually. Mainly 3. But right now I'm working on a mass filtration system from pond water to clear drinking water. And I'm not talking about a little bit. I'm talking about enough to supply anybody that needs water. Now, we don't have a shortage of water in Louisiana so much. And where we live, we have well water. So there's preps that you can do. I know if you live in an apartment or a neighborhood or something, you probably don't have a well. But wells aren't, they can put stuff in the ground. I get it. Somebody can poison your well. I understand. But that's why you have several different preps. I would start with a simple filtration system. Patriots Supply sells one. There's several different ones. I'm not pushing any water filtration. I just would like you guys to be able to have a drink of water when you need one and not have to worry about what's in it. As far as the other water things, just know that Iran is targeting, I think, everything besides water. Anything that's from Israel, they're going to try to make it hard on people that Israel's doing business with, and it's working.
Yep.
And the scary part is they're paying the ransom. I don't know if these people are, but most of the time it's so bad they have to.
The healthcare system has been, but I was just wrapping my head around this for a second. How much actually affects water? You can go a few days without food, but you can't go without water. You can't grow food. You can't flush your toilets. You have nothing to drink. Very hard to cook with. I mean, without water, you guys, it's almost impossible. So they are attacking the source of where we need. That is very, very critical, I think. Just like healthcare, just like they attack the electrical grid when it comes to banking. Those are areas, and to me, this is what it showed to me, and this is even what it said in the article, and this is from the U.S. government. It showed how sensitive and vulnerable our system is.
And we're talking about Pittsburgh.
Yep. They said if it can be there, it can be anywhere.
Yeah, it doesnit's matter where you're at. And it used to be like 20, 30, 40 of them, groups that are making these attacks. Now it's over like 150. So it's exponential growth on the cyber attacks. So be ready, guys. Head on a swivel, all that stuff. Have 3. 3 is the number. 1 is none, 2 is 1, 3 is where you want to be. Come up with a plan, come up with the percentages we talk about all the time, and work those into your everyday life. And then it'll just be, hey, what are we doing on this? Oh, well, what's the percentage? Done. Doesn't matter if it's precious metals. It doesn't matter what it is. Preps, if you kind of write it down and figure out what you're going to do, you'll have a plan and you won't be,
scrambling.
When you're scrambling, when you're snatching and grabbing, that's when you make the wrong move. I can't tell you how many times I've done that in my everyday life. When I get in a hurry, I mess something up. And that's not something you want to mess up, especially when you're looking out for your family and your loved ones.
Yep, I agree.
Guys, thank you for being here. Let me know what you think. Stacey's got a new sign. That's her phone number. A lot of people couldn't see the last one. That is 3/16 plates hanging up there with 3/8 chain. So let me know if you can see it. Have an awesome, awesome day. Later.